Hey folks, just a short update this time I think. I was disappointed in myself yesterday. After they took the third span down, I figured it's going to take them a little bit of time to clean up all the rebar and move their floating deflector shield over to span number 4. And I figured nothing's going to happen in the morning worth watching, so I'll wait till afternoon to go back. So I get back there in the afternoon and span number 4 is on the ground in pieces. I missed it. I was so disappointed. I don't need to see everything that's going on there, but I wanted to get the important parts, and to me that was an important part. But I just so disappointed in myself. So today I figured it's all on the ground now. They've got all the pillars destroyed. And I tell you, some of that is like really super hard concrete still. It takes them a while to chip through it. And other parts of it is just it's like, I don't know, it's like gravel with a hard shell around it. As soon as they break into it, it just disintegrates. So some of it's still pretty good. The rest of it is crazy. And I'm not sure if I told you, I don't remember explaining this, but when they took the first span down, and I remember saying how it just kind of folded over and in on itself and crushed their floating deflector shield. I'm not sure if I told it or not. I want to tell it because it's kind of interesting, but if I've already said it, sorry. So the third span they were working on, and it's kind of, yes, I remember talking about the upside down U shape and showing the trailer. Okay, yeah, I did talk about it. That part I remember now. I haven't made that video yet, so I haven't got to my last update. So I got that today. I went there today, and my phone just fell asleep on me here, dang rabbit. So I was going to go down in the morning again today. I got up at 6:30. I got to bed really late last night. I couldn't sleep. So I was like probably about 3 o'clock, 3:30 when I went to bed. When I got to sleep. And alarms went off at 6:30. I was up. I didn't feel like waking up yet. So I kind of watched videos and did different things on my computer. And about 8 o'clock I went back to sleep. So I got down to the damn thing. I figured now that everything's on the ground, they're just going to be filling dump trucks today. Which I'll get video of anyways, but it's not all that important to see, right? So I don't know, maybe it was 1:30 when I got there. I got there a little later anyways. And they were working on the far abutment, the ends of a bridge where it's attached to the ground, not the pillars. I think they're called abutments, or butt heads as I call them. They were working on the far one today. And I got to see them take down the 2 hydro poles. There's one of them, there's not much holding it up. All the ground around it is eroded. And one on the other side is kind of holding it up. So they got the chainsaw out and they cut it down, and it almost pulled the other one that was holding it up down with it, which is kind of cool. So got to watch them do that, and doing a little more jackhammering on the butt head. They dug away all the soil, dirt, whatever, gravel around it, and started chipping away at that. And while I was sitting there, it was kind of cool. Off to the side, there was a groundhog that came out of the grass, and he seemed, I guess that jackhammer is really loud. He seemed pretty, what's the word, undeterred by it. So he's scrounging around, eating grass and stuff. He was beside me for about an hour. He got used to me being there. When I first saw him, as soon as I moved, he freaked out, went back into the weeds, and he'd come back out, And he was there. He got used to me being there. I could move around, and he was turning his back to me. He wasn't watching me anymore, which is pretty cool. So after about an hour, I decided to get my camera out and start filming. So I got a little bit of video of him. I will show that at the end. But while I'm sitting there, a guy come in, and every once in a while somebody will pull up beside me, and we'll start talking about this and that. And sitting there talking, and you won't see it on my camera, dang ribbit, but a military plane flew over. I heard it coming. I was expecting orange, because they're making so much noise down at the dam I couldn't really hear what it was. But I was expecting to see an orange helicopter, and I looked up and said, oh, that's a military plane. I don't know what it is. To me, it looks like a bomber, but smaller. I don't know my military planes. The only one I really know is an Osprey. That's been in the news a lot, so, it's kind of obvious knowing that one. That's the one with the propellers on the wings that it can take off like a helicopter, and then the wings turn forward and it becomes a plane. They've been crashing a lot lately. But that one's kind of obvious. I know that one. But as far as the other ones, no. It's got two propellers, or four propellers, two on each wing. It's a fair-sized plane. It looks like a bomber to me, but smaller. I don't know if they have smaller bombers or not. Personnel carrier, maybe. I don't know what it is, but not something you normally see around here. Yeah, and it's not something I want to see, considering the condition of the world is in right now. Military vehicles are the last thing I want to see. So I'm gonna hold off on the bolts for now, ordering the bolts, monster bolts, hub bolts, because everything seems to be taking so long right now, and I don't want to take a chance on moving before they get here, because if they show up by Purelator, they'll come right to the house here. If they come through the mail, we put our address change in, they'll redirect our mail, but they won't redirect packages. So, I don't want to take a chance on not getting them. So I'm going to hold off until after we move. Everything's working right now. I'd rather have the proper parts. And I don't want to try taking that other bolt out until I've got some kind of replacement. I do have access to my old transaxle in the house now. I don't want to change things around, but if I need to, it's there. I guess that's really all I got. I can't think. I know there's been a couple things I wanted to talk about that I never made notes of. So while I'm talking, they'll just kind of have to come to me. But for now, everything's good. Oh, well, like I say, if it just comes to me, something just came to me. I have an issue with my scanner. I don't know why. This one here is the one that I normally have inside that the computer's recording, but I've been getting a really, really loud, annoying hum. A really loud buzzing when something's being transmitted. I don't know what that is. So I thought maybe it was a scanner, so I switched them around, put the big antenna on the other one and put the smaller one on this one. I just switched them around. And that didn't fix the problem. Took it off the charger base, because that's been an issue in the past. If it's sitting on the charger base, I'll get a hum from the charger itself. But if I take it off the charger base, I still get that loud hum, so it's not the charger. So what I'm thinking, maybe the charger base itself is kind of like my camera up here. It's sending out an electrical noise when the light flashes on it. I'm just wondering if it's doing the same thing. It's causing electrical interference, which the antenna's picking up, right? So I'm going to try switching the charger bases. I haven't done that yet, because I haven't really had a chance to do it since I thought about that. But I'm going to switch the charger bases around and see if that's what the issue is. Other than that, I don't know what else. It's not my transmitter. If you've been with me for a while, I've shown my setup. I can't have a scanner plugged directly into the computer because it causes issues as far as, humming and other things. So I have it separated, and I have an FM transmitter. So the audio goes into the transmitter, and then it transmits over to my receiver at the computer, and then goes into the audio input from there. I know it's not that, because if that was causing the issue, it wouldn't happen only when something's being transmitted. And if I hit the button, if I can find it, and switch over to the radio station, I don't get that humming. So it's not the transmitter. So the only thing I can really think of is it's that charger base. The charger base is failing and causing electrical issues in the air. So, got to figure that out. Now, this one, I'll be driving along, and all of a sudden, it'll beep, kind of like this. Like a button's being pushed, but no buttons are being pushed. There's no way anything on here is being pushed, but it'll do that every once in a while. It's not causing an issue, it's just that annoying beep. It's like, what is happening? I can't figure it out. Because right now, I got my shirt on, so everything, it's hard to see, but there's buttons on this side, there's buttons on this side, and there's buttons on the front. Nothing is being pushed anywhere. But every once in a while, I'll get that beep like a button's getting pushed. I'll get it. So, I wish I could buy these in Canada still. I'd replace both of them, and no more issues, right? But they're not legal to buy in Canada anymore because of your ability to transmit on emergency frequencies, which I have that feature turned off, but, some people can use that for malicious reasons, so they won't let you buy them in Canada anymore. So I would have to find somebody out of the country to help smuggle them in, like I did last time with my second one. But I guess that's all I got. I can't think of anything else. I'm just beat. The lack of sleep is kind of causing issues for me right now. So I'm going to go in and relax and get me a cold drink. And that's all I got for today.